Hey guys, welcome to spring 2017. It's a cold start, but I wanted to show you how to get started, where you need to go. So first, I am in my portal and I'm going to need to go to Blackboard. That's where we're going to get started in the course. So when we're in Blackboard, we need to find our 010-800 course. So this one is almost completely online. We have to show up on campus to take the final exam, which that date is provided, and we will look at it. So it talks about welcome to DMA. We want to make sure that we're in the right class and where we're at, so that we can get to the course that we need to take. And it talks about the final exam, which will be on campus February 8th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And that is a Wednesday. And so it shouldn't take the full 6 hours, but you can come in, take the exam during that time frame. And that determines if you pass the course or not. Basically, I believe it's 90% of your overall grade. So if you pass that, you should pass the course. Passing is with an 80 or above. So this just gives you some introduction. It talks about a mandatory course entry quiz, which is right above, and reminds you to check your email, because I'll be sending you emails, maybe not daily, but quite often. So there's a test posted, and this is your mandatory course entry quiz. It is available tomorrow, or January 9th, when the course starts. So please make sure you need to take this first. If you do not take this within the first 2 days of class, I believe you will be dropped. That isn't something that I don't have any control over, so make sure you take this mandatory course entry quiz. So in here under getting started, you will see the syllabus and the instructor syllabus for the course, so please read over that. It has very pertinent information. Also talks about some netiquette, things that you should be aware of when you're communicating online with your instructor and other people. Under course content right now, the thing that I want you to look at is there are going to be some instructor videos, and so I'm going to make some videos. It'll have some things that talking about the text, and then I'll actually have some problems worked out. So please make sure that you access this for additional support. I may refer you to this place if you have a question. I was like, have you watched the instructor videos? So that's going to be under course content and instructor videos. So there will be YouTube links. Under assignments, your first assignment should be that mandatory course entry quiz, and it is due by Thursday, January 12th. Again, if it is not done at that point, you will be booted from the class, so let's not have that. Here's where you access WebAssign. You are already in WebAssign. You will have to enter your access code if you've never taken a DMA course before, and this is something that you'll have purchased at the bookstore, or you can purchase online. There's a free trial period if you haven't purchased it yet. You're getting ready to, maybe this upcoming week, but you need to make sure that you update that trial to full access before the trial period is over. So there is a pacing guide in here. There's a grading recording sheet. There's skill quizzes for you to practice on before you take the final exam. We'll reference those later on during the semester. And in assignments, there's also your vocab quizzes. So there are vocab quizzes for every section. Some of them are doubled up. You have to make a 90 or better on those. So please make sure you are successful as those. You can use the book, go over the vocabulary so that you're familiar with the terminology. Let's get into WebAssign. So I'm going to go to Access WebAssign, and it should take you into our course. Again, you may get enter your access code now or start the trial period, one of those initially. Let's open the student view. So here's what your view looks like. It shows you what your text is, and under your current assignments, this is where all your homework is going to be. It's not showing yet because it doesn't start till tomorrow, January 9th. So please make sure that you access your WebAssign through Blackboard. And again, your book is in here, so you don't actually have to have a copy of, or a hard copy of the book. You have an online of this, and we're doing the 010, which is operations with integers, and it will take you through. Oh, look at these lecture videos. So not I'm giving you videos, but the text is also giving you videos that you can watch. So you have all these different sources to find things. Here is our textbook over on the right side, and we can access the textbook here. Again, I would advise you to read this before you start this section. And then, textbook coming up. There we go. Same thing that the hard text looks like, but we can start going through the sections and reading them. Again, you know, you're looking for the bolded words, you're looking for some example problems. You know, I don't expect you to read everything word for word, but give it a good skim and try to understand what they're asking in each section. So there is the textbook within WebAssign, and then if I go to the instructor view, we can see that we have some assignments coming up. Now, on each one of these, there are roughly 3 things. There's introduction, an introduction, and the quiz. What you have to take is the quiz. The lecture and reading will kind of walk you through some things. You have to take the quizzes. Without doing that, you will not be able to take the final exam. You have to complete all your quizzes with, I believe, a 90% or better, or you cannot take the final exam. So that is a mandatory thing, taking all these quizzes. You also have to take the vocab quizzes and make that 90 or better. So please be aware, here are all your things. You have to take each quiz. And be successful on it. You get unlimited attempts, so there's no reason that you can't get there. It's just making sure that you are not procrastinating along the way. Yours does not have the key, so I will take those off. But you are asked to do some problems. There's some read it's, there's some watch it, so it'll show you a video how to do a problem if you don't understand. Again, a lot of resources that are available to you. One thing else that I wanted to make sure that you are aware of is the Learning Assistance Center. So in Blackboard, you're going to read your syllabus. It's going to go through things. But I want you to know that you have a resource on the first floor of the Dunbar building, the CAD building. And what it is a place where you can get additional help. There are free tutors available to you, and being a student in a developmental course, you can get a private tutor on day 1. So that is something that you need to be aware of. And there is some information on it. Let's see. Tutoring right here. So here's information about the LAC. So that's something that I want you to take advantage of, please. There's also some incentives. So if you are meeting the incentives, so once you get to a certain point, I'm going to look at where you're at in your WebAssign, and if you have a 50% or higher in the first so many sections, then you will pass through that check. If you get enough of those for each incentive you get, on the first time that you take the final exam, if you are not as successful as you would have liked to have been, that 80% or better, you are allowed a retake if you meet some benchmark. So for everyone, it's 70 to 79. If you make between a 70 and 79, I'll let you retest on that Monday, I believe the 13th. sounds correct. But if you do the incentive checks, then you can score a little lower. Like if you get 3 out of the 3, you can make a 55 to 79. And then that would allow you for a retest. Again, the goal is to make an 80 to 100 on the first time, and so you don't have to worry about the retest. But if you are keeping up with your assignments, you get a little bit more leeway on a retake opportunity. So please read the syllabus. That mandatory course entry quiz is huge. If you don't take that in the first few days, you will not be allowed in the course. So read the syllabus first, then take the entry quiz. Visit the LAC and make sure you contact your instructor. So that's me. My name is Michael Boone, and so I'm going to be your guide. I'm going to try to push you along and answer your questions and make some videos for you. Come by and see me in my office hours, which I have on the syllabus. So it's 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday and Thursday, and if there's other times that doesn't work with that, just shoot me an email or give me a call, and I will try to accommodate your needs. So have a good 5 weeks. Contact me and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great 5 weeks.